What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here on ShaunsTake. I'm your host, Sean Gold, and today I'm at Mission Viejo High School, sitting down with head football coach, Coach Chad Johnson. Coach Johnson, thanks for coming on the show today.
Of course, I'm excited to do this.
So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to break down the national championship game between Clemson and Alabama. Coach, after seeing Clemson really take it to Alabama in that game, what were your initial thoughts after the game?
Well, when I was watching it, I saw two actual very similar offenses, but they were defended very differently, and I think that was something that we'll see today, and how they were defending each other and how Clemson's defensive game plan was far superior than Alabama's, and how Clemson took advantage of Alabama's defense and attacked them with RPOs and different pass concepts that really gave Alabama a lot of problems.
Yeah, this was really one of the first times we've seen Alabama on the other side of a huge defeat. And today we're going to show you guys how Clemson was able to do this and why Alabama didn't really look the part of the juggernaut they usually are.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully you guys will be able to see how the game breaks down from an X and O standpoint. We'll kind of give you a little more insight to how Clemson dominated Alabama.
We're starting here on Alabama's first possession of the game after getting the ball from Clemson. And here's Alabama's first couple plays of their first possession.
Okay, so you'll see Alabama's very first possession, very first play. They line up in a pinch formation. Basically, both receivers on each side are stacked and tight to the offensive formation, the tackle box. And what they're going to do is run an RPO. So it's a very simple speed out by number 2 receiver and a clear out by 1. And you're going to see Clemson bring it right off the bat. They're going to get themselves into a zero coverage right off the bat. Tua reads it, sees the pressure, gets the ball out of his hands really quickly on the RPO. This is the interception. If you pause it real quick, I want to set the stage for you. So now Clemson's going to get into another blitz situation. So if you look at their front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now they're going to bring a field pressure. Tight ends attached to the boundary here in a 2x2. They're going to bring a pressure, and these guys are going to play a matchup zone. So they're going to play like a palms coverage, meaning they're going to read number 2 in a zero situation and switch off routes. Corner sees 2 come out. He jumps it and picks it for 6. Tua obviously did not read this properly. He has to read the corner come off and try to throw it up top, and the outside receiver did a very poor job. I'm not sure if that receiver was blocking or running a 9 route, but that outside receiver didn't do much in that play, and they were able to switch it. Here comes the blitz. They read it. Okay, the corner comes off on it and jumps it, and it was a pick 6. And there goes Clemson up 7-0 right off the bat.
After Alabama went down 7-0 due to a pick 6, let's see how Alabama responds.
In their 1st and 10. All right, so now Alabama's going to take a shot. They have a 3x1 detached. Clemson's going to run a coverage that's called Cleo. You'll see this guy disguise it, that he's going to slide outside and play outside of number 2. He's going to pattern read 3-2. The outside linebacker's going to turn to 3, and the safety's on top. So he's going to play a triangle coverage to 2 and 3. So when this inside receiver pushes vertical and runs a dig and go, the safety's inside, jumps it, bites it. If you guys watch number 3 here, he runs a double move on that safety and gets him for a touchdown. So here he goes, set, go. If you pause it right when the ball is snapped, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Go let it roll a little more. Pause right there. So you see the outside linebacker drop out of it. So they're playing a triangle coverage. Now he has slid outside of number 2. Okay, the corner's going to be man number 1. And they're playing a triangle coverage, or a mini coverage, if you will. A lot of teams call us mini, to 2 and 3. Outside backer's eyes are on 3-2. They're reading. He's 3-2 as well. You can see his eyes tilted inside. And that safety's eyes are on number 3 as well. So that safety, if he sees number 3 come out, he's now going to get his eyes at 2, but if he sees 3 push vertical and run any type of route behind the linebackers 10 yards or more, he owns it. And then this number 12 then would own number 2 pushing vertical as well. So you see his eyes on number 3 the whole way here. Let it roll. You can watch him run a double move in and back out. Tua throws a great football, okay, and he beats the safety vertical for a touchdown.
Okay, so we're here. Clemson is looking to rebound after Alabama went down and scored.
They're showing Clemson man-to-man across the board. Okay, so you got man eyes there, eyes there, eyes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man box. So Clemson's thinking we're going to run the football. Obviously, with this safety lurking down low, You're concerned about number 3 firing, and that's exactly what he does. The man of number 3 firing, that's what he does. And replaces is going to play cover 1. So in other words, Alabama's going to slant themselves into a bear front. They're going to take the defensive end tackle and slant him inside to the A and B gap. This guy comes outside. Obviously, the Mike in the backside knows have the A's, and then the end has the C. Okay, so let it roll. There's the slant. Okay, Clemson on that play. Go back. But watch this slot receiver right here. I think this is Renfro making this key block. Let it roll. He blitzes. He still picks it up, and the running back's able to get outside. Okay, that right there is the key to that touchdown play.
Now here we are on an ensuing possession after another Clemson touchdown, and Alabama makes their attempts to answer and tie the game up.
So we picked up on 3rd down here. First couple downs were just a quick RPOs and a run play. So 3rd down, a crucial down. Clemson's got to get out the field. Alabama's on their own half. You can see the defense right now, again, still playing their even front with the 4-2 box. These linebackers are moving around. Looks like it could be a pressure look. You look at the eyes and the corners there. That gives you man-to-man look. Eyes, depth, and leverage is man there. This receiver appears to be in a man-off stance. This DB appears to be in an off-man stance, and then this DB also appears to be off-man. The backside safety, when the offense is in 3-by-1, detached or attached, and it's easier detached to see it, the backside safety is going to tell you what it's going to be. So if you watch this backside safety just before Tua snaps the ball, he begins his rotation to the middle of the field. They rotate from 2 high to 1 high. So pre-snap, you're thinking I could get a double team on the X receiver here, and then all of a sudden as he rotates, you pause it there, you now see the backside safety rotating, so Tua knows his one-on-one matchup. Okay, numbers-wise, they're going to spin that safety that you can't see down on this side, so now you have 4 DBs versus 3 offensive players. You got a -1 there. On this side, you have an outside linebacker, a running back, and an X in a corner, so that's 2-on-2. Now, they end up bringing the outside linebacker, so the running back picks him up. I'm sure if this outside linebacker would have dropped in coverage, this running back would have run some type of horizontal stretch, either a flat or a swing, to move that guy out of the box. And you see this receiver win on an in-cut. The running back picks up the blitz. Tua sees the rotation, so he works backside and drills the in-cut for a big first down conversion. So you can see Alabama has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 offensive linemen in the football game to the right side. Center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they have a guard backside. Their tackle is over. They actually have 3 tight ends in the football game. Tight end 1, tight end 2, tight end 3. So they sneak this tight end on the backside as an offensive lineman, but he really is an eligible receiver because they have no eligible receivers outside of him covering him up. Great scheme by Alabama, full play action, naked. This tight end is going to go ahead and block down for a count and slip out. No one has a man-to-man. The defense all thinks it's coming this way. Great scheme by Alabama. Great play action by Tua. Easy touchdown pass, Alabama. Tied up, 14-14.
Now we're at a point in the game where we see Clemson hit a bunch of big plays and really start to pull away from Alabama, and we'll break down how Clemson was able to expose Alabama's defense and run out to a bunch of points.
Okay, so we pick up here where Clemson is in a 3rd down. Okay, so Alabama's playing man coverage. You can see Clemson's in a cluster formation. Alabama's going to play what's called stab and deuce, which means they're going to man up the point, and they're going to go ahead and play an inside-outside bracket or banjo coverage on 1 and 3. Again, so number 4 is outside leverage on number 1, which is crucial. He's outside leverage so we can see number 3 come out. If number 1 pushes vertical and 3 comes out, number 4 is going to come off, and the safety from the inside is going to rotate over the top. Clemson identifies this coverage and runs a great beater against this, a great stab-and-deuce beater. What they're going to do is they're going to take this guy and just basically, he's a non-factor. He's going to run him at 5 yards and hook up. Number 1 is going to threaten number 4's leverage outside. They're going to take number 3 and clear out the zone, clear out the man-to-mans, and they're going to take number 1 and run him on an in-cut. Because number 4 is outside leverage, he's on the wrong side of the in-cut. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence sees it. Great scheme by Clemson here and attacks coverage properly. So let it roll. Okay, you're going to see him come over. They clear it out. Here comes number 3 on the inside. And it beats number 4. Okay, let's watch what happens next. All right, and then Clemson comes right back at you with the upside down shovel option on power read.
Clemson was able to take a commanding 31-16 lead going into halftime, and on Alabama's first possession of the second half, Clemson was able to come up with a big third down stop that helped continue their momentum in this game.
So he owns the running back man-to-man. There's another safety in the picture you can't see just off the screen here that's going to be doubling the X with the corner. The corner's playing outside leverage, forcing the X receiver into the safety who's going to help him, and that's where Tua goes with the football, and they jump it and make a great play. Bang, there it is. And pause, you see the safety right on top of it.
In a third quarter Clemson possession, Clemson was up by 2 scores and really threw the dagger in Alabama, ending all hopes at a comeback.
Okay, so what you'll see here on a big third down conversion is Alabama's going to show you two-man coverage pre-snap. Looks like it's 2-man. You can't see their safety, but he's here. If you just count, you can tell. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5-man box. That tells you it's too high. Okay, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The guy you can't see, and 11. So what you're going to see is this inside DB. They're going dime here, so it's a bunch of DBs on the field. He's going to pressure. The safety's going to rotate down and play man-to-man on number 3. The backside is going to rotate to the middle of the field. Very similar to the coverage you saw Tua attack earlier. Again, when Tua saw that coverage and saw the backside to rotate to the middle of the field and cover 1, he attacked the boundary. Trevor Lawrence is the same thing. The running backs offset weak to pick up the pressure. And we have just an absolute great release by number 8. Absolutely smokes the DB and man press. Again, that's kind of what you're willing to give up if you're going to play press man. Sometimes you're going to just slip and fall. Bang, gets him, the guy falls. Trevor Lawrence sees the rotation, completes the ball. The safety comes back to the middle of the field, slips and falls as well. And then number 8 takes it in for a big score. Really separate, blowing the game open. It was a 2-score game. That was third down, remember. So if Alabama gets a stop there, now that Clemson's punting, okay, he's going to get good field position. And it's a big play for Clemson there.
That last play we just showed you guys was really the dagger of the game. Clemson would go on to score once more, and Alabama was done for the night. So, Coach, why couldn't Alabama figure out that Clemson defense?
Well, I mean, as you saw in the film breakdown, Clemson did a really nice job of showing Alabama one thing pre-snap, and at the snap of the football, giving him something else. Rotating safeties in the box, corner fires, pirating the line, taking the conflict players away by playing man coverage. On third down, they did a really good job of mixing up the coverages as they were running. It wasn't the same thing every single time. One time they would give Alabama one type of mini coverage and Cleo. The next time they would switch it up and combo the outside receivers and man up number 3. They did a really nice job, I felt, of keeping Alabama off balance, guessing, and constantly disguising and bringing pressures. Again, playing some man coverage, rolling the dice, and causing the conflict to go away in all of the RPO game, especially on early down distances. Yeah. I thought they did a nice job on early down distances of playing more man coverage when Alabama was more probably, percentage-wise, running their RPO pass game. So on early downs, instead of playing zone and letting Alabama pick them apart with the RPO game, they were playing man on early down distances. And then in later down distances, they were playing a lot more zone and combination zone coverages that honestly the RPO game would have eaten up. Yeah. But because it was third and long or third and 8 or whatever, Alabama is in drop back pass situations. And then Clemson wasn't going to play man and allow the Alabama skill to take over one-on-one. They were going to confuse Tua and keep him off balance with different types of zone coverages. And they took their chances rolling dice with pressure, and they got to him a couple times. But most of the time on third down, they were playing some type of splits of defense or combination coverages that gave Alabama on third and long a lot of problems.
Yeah, definitely. We saw Clemson really take it to Alabama like no team has done in recent memory. And we're going to see both of these teams stay strong for the next couple of years, but we really saw Clemson take this year.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been a great team the whole year, and I think they'll both be back. If not in the finals next year, definitely in the playoff I personally like to see the playoff structure go to 8 teams.
Yeah,
I think that would be awesome. But if they keep it at 4, I think there's a strong possibility that both those 2 teams will be back in it next year.
Yeah, each team, college football is very competitive, but each team seems a league above the rest of the playing field.
Yeah, and you see that in recruiting. As soon as you saw the signing day come and pass this February 6th, you saw that those 2 teams are at the top of the recruiting classes. So they're going to stay good. They do a great job, and I think they're going to be the 2 teams to beat out there in the season next year.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. And thanks for watching today, guys. Thank you, Coach, for coming on the show today.
Absolutely.
And make sure to follow ShaunsTake on all social medias, at ShaunsTake on Instagram and Twitter. And we'll see you next time.